I hope you are going well. I'm just going to start the stream. The stream is actually a masterclass, so if you don't want to miss any more lecture, just go in the comment section or just subscribe to the channel and you'll see you'll be here for the next lectures. In every case, let's just start. This stream is going to be public, so you can look at the stream every time you want. In every case, there is a game I play with the black pieces against a 2200 Fide exactly online. So I play with the black pieces, and he opened up with d4. And the reason why I'm showing you this game is because it is a Benoni defense, and I actually made 0 mistakes, 0 blunder, and only 2 inaccuracies. So it's quite good for this kind of opening. Knight f6, c4, c5. He played d5, and you know, it was like 2 o'clock. I was pretty, how can I say it, tired, and I always used to play b5, but I don't know why, but I started with d6, and probably I will play b5 later on. He played knight c3, so okay, any b5 today, g6, e4, bishop g7, and this is quite theory. Right now the position is completely fine. There are still, I don't know, probably 1,000 games. I played d6 in order to undermine white pawn structure, and he played a move that is pretty interesting. He played f3. f3 exists and did exist, and the reason why we do not play this anymore is because it's just bad. Now we just understood that this knight won't be able to go on g3 and f5, so f3 is a bit stupid, and you won't be able to play g4 because it won't be strong enough because of this type of structure. Actually, it was played in the 90s, 1960, 1970, and so on, but it's not quite the best move anymore. I just see that some grandmasters like Ledford plays this move. I mean, Barlov, Dragon, Quinteros, Mice played this move. Okay, it's quite good. Barlov played this move, so it's quite strong. Okay, EG. The idea is just to undermine the center pawn. The most played move is actually rook e8, but okay, just took on d5. CD is quite interesting and important because you don't want to take with the e pawn and open up the e file and still not having your center anymore. So the position is still going to be better for the black camp, just because I opened this bishop successfully. He played CD and I played a6. The idea of a6 is just to play b5, and he played a4, and a4 is actually the best move in this position, because if black is able to play b5, b4, and knight d7, knight b6 like in the Sicilian defense, it's going to be very hard to stop the pawns. And I will put the rooks there, the queen on c7, the bishop somewhere here. Probably I'm going to sacrifice knight 3 in order to win some tempos. It's going to be very strong. He played a4, so I played knight bd7. I'm just going to the e5 square in order to push c4 and probably b5 after bishop d7. He played castle, knight e5, bishop e3, and bishop d7. Right now, the position was actually occurred 7 times, and I still remember a game from Romain Edouard, a French grandmaster, that is pretty strong. Right now, he's rated around 2650 or 70. So actually, he played his position with the white pieces, and he won the game after rook b1, and he played b4. My opponent played a5, and a5 for me is already a mistake. Its position was already played by Umanskaya and Ginting. They are two pretty strong masters. But the problem with a5 is just that it's not controlling b5. So it's still controlling b5, because if I'm playing b5 right now, he would just take. But the thing is that after b5 right now, it's not the same. Like after a5, when I play b5, you have to take. But after a4, you don't have to take. That is the point. But after a5, you have to take, or I'm just going to have much more space. So he took, I took with the queen, and right now the position is completely fine for me. I mean, everything is open. I just get what I wanted without sacrificing any pawns. So actually the position is going to be quite hard. And here he started to do some inaccuracies. For example, rook b1. Okay, rook b1 is a fine move, but probably rook a2 is better in order to play queen a1. This is a pretty known theme and plan in the Benoni defense for the white camp. And we usually play rook b8, for example, or a5. But okay, he played rook a1, I played a5 with the idea of playing a4 in order not to let him knight a4. He played f4, and right now the position is completely losing. And I think you have already found the winning move. And this is actually the theme of today's lecture. This is just using your brain, because right now I was a bit tired and I just couldn't figure out what was the best move, but I actually found the best move pretty quickly. But I took much more time than I usually take, because I need probably 1 or 2 seconds in order to see the winning move, but here I needed like 5 or 10 seconds. I played the move knight f g4. This is pretty important, because if I'm playing this knight, it's not going to be so winning. I will show you the differences. If I know, I play knight f8, queen d2, and taking this, and I won the piece. But if I'm playing the other knight right now, for example, it is still winning, but after bishop f2, takes, knight g4, he can actually play rook, queen e1, and okay, I'm still winning, but it's not this kind of winning. So you see, this is the differences between being winning and being super winning. I already saw that the knight f was quite stronger, and after this move, if you're taking the knight, I'm just doing a fork. And right now the reason why it is more winning is because after all this move, I have c4 that is winning the piece. And after the other knight, it is that I'm only winning. I can play c4 in order to win another piece. I'm just in exchange up. So okay, this is actually the differences. He played f4, I just won the piece and the position. Ah, he played queen f3, okay. And right now I have to stay a bit concentrated, because I want the piece. Okay, it's pretty cool and so on, but it's still not the end. For example, if he's taking there, I'm just winning this, and this is completely winning. I'm just a rook up. But my opponent played knight g3, and the idea is to push f5 in order to attack the knight. I played h5. The idea of h5, which is still the best move, the idea of h5 is just to play h4, and then in order to get this knight back on d2 and winning the piece. He played h3. Okay, I'm just playing knight e3, and the position is completely winning because you didn't want the pawn on d3. And right now I just have so much counterplay. For example, here I could have gone knight b4 and the position is still winning, but it's a bit too hard because of this d3 pawn, the position is a bit closed. Hello to the people on the chat. I forgot to tell you that you are the best people on the world because you were already here. In every case, knight b4 and it's winning, okay, but I don't feel this as winning as it has to be. So I played a4. The idea is to play a3. Okay, he played queen takes, knight b4, and now the difference is that after knight b4, a4, for example, I'm just having much more space, and because of the d3 pawn that is just not there anymore, I will be able to play bishop c8 and bishop a6 in order to use my. It will be a bit too far from my king, so I won't be so happy. Queen d8, fg, knight f4, and knight f6. Now I just want to play g5 in order to trade the queens. He played rook f1, okay, g5, and right now it is still completely winning. Here it is a pretty cool trap. I'm playing this move in order to play knight there, but if you're taking my knight, I'm just winning your rook. So I'm just completely winning. So actually it is forced to trade the rooks, but he didn't, and you see I just used the same plan. Bishop c8, bishop a6, and you see with the d3 pawn, I would be still winning in another type of position, but right now bishop a6 is even more winning because I'm threatening this, and this, and I'm just going to win more pawns than ever. And the positions here is completely winning, so it is just a few more moves, and here I had to control the b7 square in order not to lose. This is what I did, and here we started to play some moves. Okay, here I had only 15 seconds, so okay, it is pretty clean, and I won the game pretty easily. So my opponent here was rated 2200 Fide, not Fide, I mean lichess rating. But now I'm going to show you how does it looks like when your opponent is rated, I don't know, quite 2200 Fide or 2300 Fide. This is the second game of the day. I played with the white pieces against a guy who is named Klemos from Czech. I think you can see his rating exactly. This is in order to show you, and his name is Klemos. You can look for him on lichess. Okay, so Klemos with a K. In every case, let's just analyze the game. I just played this game with the white pieces, and again I was pretty tired. I just wanted to win in order to be back over 2300, because even though I'm a FIDE master, I'm not so good in blitz games. So it's the reason why I'm losing many games on time. And when I'm playing with increment, for example, I'm just playing against cheaters, so it is not useful to play with increment. So okay, I played knight f3 like always, knight f6, g3, d5, c4. The idea of c4 is that after you're taking me, I'm just going to play bishop g2, and the diagonal will be open. I can take the pawn back every time I want, and so on. But after c4, he played c6, bishop g2, and the idea of c6 and not e6 is that after bishop g2, this is still open because of the c7 pawn. And then if he's playing c5, for example, I would just trade and open the position. And you see, because of the pawn that is not on c6, with this position, the bishop will be blocked by the c6 pawn, but now it is not. So it is actually stronger, and this is a small advice I'm giving you. Play this kind of position against this type of bishop. DC a4 in order to prevent b5. He played bishop f5, castles, knight d7, and knight f3. The idea is to take back the pawn with the knight. And if the bishop were blocked on c8, I would have gone queen c2 in order to take with the queen. Knight f3, e6, takes, h6. h6 is already inaccuracy. I mean, he could have gone bishop e7 and castling, and the position would be completely fine. I would be a bit better, but the position is still fine. And after h6, I just played d4. And right now I have the e5 square. I'm just controlling so much squares. I'm going to play this, this, and this. Or knight e5 and e4. Knight e5 and e4. He played knight d7, I played bishop f4, knight d6, and knight d5. The idea of knight d5 is just to take more space, because don't forget it, this is my space, and this is my opponent's space. So it is pretty obvious that if I'm having a knight here, it is better for me. Castles, and here I traded. Why did I trade? Because actually I just saw a small possibility for me to be better. I just saw that the d6 square is weak, so I wanted to use it. I took and knight c4 in order to come back on d6. And now the theme of the second game is not obvious. It is not obvious at all. But if you're understanding it, you're going to win many blitz games. He played the move queen b4, and queen b4 is already losing. I guess you can understand why. But it is just completely losing, and the reason why it is losing is because of the move b3. Right now, please pause the video or try to think a few seconds. I will just pretty quickly answer in the chat. Yeah, hello. The reason why I'm winning, I will just give you a few seconds. Try to find the best move. Okay, for the people in the chat, I hope you found the move. For you guys, I'm just going to show you. I'm actually threatening bishop d2, and the queen is trapped. If you're seeing, the knight is controlling this, the pawn is controlled. This is still not controlled, so after this move it will be controlled. This is controlled by the queen, this is controlled by the knight and by the rook, so it is completely losing. He played bishop d8 in order to create one more square, but now I have to find the best move. Just think a bit and try to find the best move. I automatically saw this. I played bishop d6. White is winning because I'm attacking the rook and the queen. The queen still has no square, and after queen c3, I have the move rook c1, and the queen has no square at all. So it is just completely winning. And this is pretty funny that the queen gets trapped quite in the center of the board. It is pretty rare. I want to say it is pretty rare. So be aware when you're playing all these positions, because it's not going to be something very, it won't be something very obvious. You just have to stay focused on this type of things. And when you're seeing that your opponent is putting his pieces in the center of the board, stay concentrated, and you'll see you will win more and more games than ever. Okay, I hope Uh, I hope it is already good enough. Do you know what? I'm going to show one more game because I'm pretty happy with what I have shown you. And my opponent resigned, and you see, even people who are rated 2300 Fide can resign. So now I'm just going to show you one more game. Add me on lichess if you want to have a good chess coach. I'm doing private lesson if you're interested. I just have to find one more game. Wait. You see, I'm losing so much games because I'm not quite happy with my type of play. Yeah, it is good. Okay, I think I will show you this game because this game is quite interesting for me. No, it's not this game. Wait 2 seconds. I have to find the game that I want to show you. Is this the game? Yeah, probably is this game. Is this the game I wanted to show you? I guess this is this game. Yeah, exactly. It is the game. Okay. In this game, I made 0 blunder, 1 mistake, and a small inaccuracies. But you see, inaccuracies is something that the engine is seeing, but not you. So I played with the black pieces against the 2300, and he played d4. I played c6, the cover can't defense. The idea is to play d5 in order to control the square. And if I'm playing e6, it is the same, but the bishop is blocked by his own pawn. So I played e6, d4, and d5. And here we have a traded or in exchange cover can't defense, knight f3, knight c6, bishop e3, knight c6, and c4, the pan of variation. But the pan of attack with the bishop on e3 is quite stupid. I played bishop g4, knight e3, and e6. The reason why I'm playing e6, I'm playing this move just in order to defend the pawn. cd, ed, and bishop e2. I'm more or less more happy to see the move queen b3 because it's not a good move, but I will just show you something pretty interesting in the pan of variation. This no, this is not the move. No, it is a move. Okay, queen b3, this what is the move again? I forgot. Yeah, a6. And after you're taking there, I'm just taking on d4. And right now the position is pretty interesting because after the move bishop b5 check, I have to trade. And now the best move is not queen takes and we're trading queens and I'm better, but this is actually queen c6. King e8, and if you're taking there, I'm just taking there, the position is completely fine. But the move is actually queen c5, and this is a draw. And for example, this move is, if I remember correctly, not so good because it is still a draw. Wait, this is take and queen takes d5, and this is a draw because I don't have any move to play with my king. And if I'm playing knight c8, there's just queen takes. So it is pretty cool. And if I go back, for example, just castling, and I can prevent rook e1. So for example, this bishop f4 in order to attack. Let's say I still have no square because after this I'm losing the rook. So I have to play, for example, rook c8 in order to defend everything, but rook d1, and now I'm just losing. This is pretty funny, but this is still interesting. So okay, so the best move is just to accept the draw and just drawing the position. For example, after queen takes b5, I have queen d7, and the position is completely fine. This is winning, so I have to take back, and after you take, this is a pretty known position, already played a billion times, but okay. In every case, my opponent played bishop e3. I think you see the differences. He just lost the tempo, but okay. He played bishop e3. Oh, yeah, exactly. This is the game. And in this position, he just traded, and now I played bishop g4, bishop b4. And why could I play bishop b4 right now? Because he has lost the tempo with bishop e3. Castles, a3. And a3 right now is very strange, I want to say. The reason why it is strange is because I can just undermine the white structure and play on the center. I can just take this, and I'm completely better because I have two pieces that have entered the second part of the chessboard. So it is quite strong and quite better for me, and I'm still happy with this position. So for example, after c4, you have to play. I can just play this. taking on e2, you take there and just dc. You can take back because of all these moves, and I'm not saying that this is losing, but with the white pieces, I just want to resign this position. So okay, but I played bishop d6 because I'm more attracted by attacking the king when I'm tired. Yeah. Queen b3, but he's not threatening anything. I played b6 in order to let him take the pawn, but then losing the game. So yeah. In every case, I played b6, he played h3, and I went back on e6. Actually, taking or going on h4 or on h5 are both two incorrect moves, but I just went back in order to play rook c8 and play on these weak squares. Rook a1, knight a5, and knight c4. Now, the idea of knight c4 is that I'm attacking the bishop and the pawn, but attacking the bishop is not quite it's pretty attractive because of bishop g3 and the black squares, but he went back. I played knight takes a3, and the reason why I played knight takes a3 is because I'm not an engine. Actually, knight e4 is better. White is better because I can just take, and after knight e2 I just have to trade, or even to play e3. After taking them, I'm just taking on f2 attacking. So if you're taking my knight, I'm just taking on e1, you take, and I'm just taking back. I'm in exchange up. So it is pretty interesting. Knight e2, e3, and it's completely winning. But after taking, there's still the move bishop takes e4, then just e takes f3, e takes e6, g2 take, and I'm completely winning. Why am I winning? Because of the weak king. I just have bishop b8 in order to go there and then mating. And after f4, for example, I'm just much winning than ever because of this move. And for example, if you're playing this, for example, there's still queen b5. So you have to stay pretty concentrated in this position. But okay, I played knight takes a3 with the idea that after pawn takes, I just have this. This is the position. But if you're taking with the rook, I have just bishop takes, this and this. I'm just winning. So you see, I have my tactical eyes, but not engine eyes, because after knight takes a3, actually he can just play bishop a6, attacking the rook. And for example, after this, he can just play knight, I don't know, probably just, I don't know, this. And if I'm going back, actually, I'm just worse because of knight b5. So it's pretty complicated. And actually, if I move, for example, after this move, if I'm going back, he can just take the pawn. So it is not quite good for me. But okay, in every case, I took on a3, he took with the pawn, I took with the rook, and right now the position is completely winning for me. Why it is winning? Because of something very specific. Because if I'm going back, for example, yeah, then just bishop a6, and he has some counterplay on the c file because of the problem that I can't control the square. But I have a winning move, a move that is pretty strong. The move is knight e4, and why I'm showing you this game is pretty clear. Hello Paramount, hello Devio Legiole. The reason why I'm showing you all these moves is because actually the reason why I'm winning is not because I'm a pawn up, but because of the e4 square. You'll see. He has to play king g1 because if you are taking the rook, you're just getting forked. So he has to play king g1, but now the move is just rook takes a3. The problem with this position for white is not being a pawn down, because you have already saw that white can have some counterplay with this bishop on a6 and the c file. But the point is that I am controlling one more square of my opponent than that he is actually. And even if he's taking there, for example, even if he's taking there, the position is not easy for the white camp at all because of this. I would just put the rooks in the center of the board or attacking the king, because having such powerful pieces is better than having material. For example, this knight is much stronger than this rook and then this rook. So that's the reason why I'm pretty happy. If you have any questions in the chat, you can just write in the comment section or even in the live chat commentary. Please subscribe to the channel in order not to miss my next and future masterclass online, actually. So okay, it is pretty cool. But okay, my opponent just blundered, and here I'm just completely winning. He gave his queen because he thought that I won't be able to see that the queen is hanging. He was like, yeah, my opponent's going to play this, and I will just trade the queen and winning my pawn back. But yeah, I'm not this kind of player. So okay, it was actually the third game today. Do you want one more game or not? Actually, I can show you many games, and I can even analyze all your games. So if you're happy, or if you want, we can actually play together. This is how you feel it. My name on lichess is gghjk. I'm gghjk. So if you want to play a game, why not? But okay, it is pretty strong. Okay, I think I can even show you one more game. If you want to add me, you can write to me because I'm also a private chess coach. So if you want, just go into the comment section. Ah, here I have a pretty nice game that I just played 40 minutes ago. So yes, you can. Yes, I am. So let's just. I'm just waiting for your challenges. I will analyze one more game, then I will just play this move. So I play with the white pieces. I play knight f3, d5, c4, like always. And the reason why I'm playing c4 is because I just want to take control of the square and of the central squares and just winning the game. So let's just start. He played d4, and right now it is pretty interesting, but I'm playing a move that is pretty rare and at the same time pretty good. Actually, this move is not so rare anymore because there are so many games in which so many positions in which you can play before and just sacrifice a pawn. But I played before. The idea of before is just to control this side of the board, like in a Benko Gambit, then putting the rooks there, the bishop on g2 in order to attack everything, and just fighting. He played c5, and I played a pretty rare move right now. I played bishop b2. The most played move is e3, and after de, fe, and this, the position is pretty known, pretty complicated, because actually black is a pawn up, but there is so much counterplay for the white camp, it's not going to be easy at all. So, but I played bishop b2 like always, knight c6, and e3. The idea of e3 is pretty simple. If you're taking with the knight, I'm just taking, and this check, this, and I'm pretty happy with the position. And if you're taking with the pawn, for example, if you're taking with the pawn, I'm just playing d5 and winning. So he played ed, cd, and this. If you're playing knight takes, I have d4, this, and I don't mind you to be losing, but I will resign at your place. So he played cd, and I played d3 because I want to play d4 actually, and the position is completely fine for me. But this kind of mistake does happen, just a mistake. But okay, I played d4. Okay, lost the tempo, but I played d4, and you'll see the strong potential of having a huge center because you see the center is pretty strong. You don't have c5 in order to attack. You don't have f5, f4, and even though I lose a tempo, a pretty important tempo, the fact that I'm having a strong center is giving me an advantage. I will show you. He played knight f6, bishop g3, d3, sorry, bishop e7, castles, and right now the difference between me and him is that I can just complete my development and attack his king already with e4, e5, and sacrifices on h7, then the rooks coming in with the queen and mating. But he can't do anything about this. Why can't he do anything about this? Because the pawn is on e6 and he can't push e5. I played knight d2 in order to push e4, e5, and having the e4 square. For example, if you're playing this, I would just do this, tack, this. And the reason why it is so strong is because e4 is a teleportation square. Right now, I have time to play this, and just mate. You see, with check and so on. So it is pretty strong. This is how you attack in chess, actually. Please take notes, and if you're new to the stream, you can actually wait till the end of the stream in order to look everything from the beginning. So let's just go further. He played h5, I just play e4, knight d7, e5, and now knight takes. It is pretty stupid because I really thought, okay, he will play f6, but after a6, I'm completely fine after taking, and probably queen e2 in order to attack everything. But now he took, actually this is pretty interesting because if he has gone there, I would just play this move, this, you have to go back, this, and I'm just completely winning because after this move, I just have takes, and knight e4. you have to go back, and then queen h5, and you are just completely losing. You can stop mate at all. So, but my opponent played a pretty, actually tactical shot. He played knight takes. Okay, knight takes, bishop takes h7, takes, and de. Actually, I could also play queen h5 in taking, but the position won't be so simple to play. So that's the reason why I took with the pawn, in order to keep the e4 square controlled by the knight, in order to put this knight on e4, in order to attack quite easily. He played bishop c5, king h1, and bishop d7. Right now the position is completely winning because of another type of attack on the king. I played queen h5, rook g8, king g8, sorry, and knight e4. The knight e4 move is very, very important because I am just controlling the e4 square, and this is called a transport square. Right now I can put every pieces that I want on this square, even a rook, in order to attack. He played bishop e7 in order to prevent knight g5, but okay, knight f3. Actually, the move knight f6 was already winning because you don't have any moves. If you're taking with the pawn, just ef, and you can stop mate. This, and this is completely losing. So, but I wanted to play knight f3 because I want to be tired. It was actually the first game of the day. Bishop f6, and right now rook h3, sorry. I know the reason why it is winning is because it is unstoppable bait. And my opponent played the move f6, and right now you have the possibility to find the move. Nice, thank you very much, Paramount. Right now, if you have, actually it is your moment. Try to find the best move for the white camp. Now it is your moment, guys. You have to find the move. And actually, I'm just going to show you the answer. You have to think a bit. You can actually pause the stream or take a screenshot. But you see, this is pretty important. Can you take out the mask? Sorry, Lam Le Duy. I am a bit... No, I'm just keeping the mask. I'm just keeping the mask. One day I will take the mask off, but right now I won't. Okay, the move is actually ef. Why is it ef? Because if you're taking the knight, then I have f7 check. You don't have any squares, you have to take, and this is mate. And the rook is taking away the square, because if I'm doing a direct check, you will just go there, and okay, even though I'm winning, this is still not easy. Like this, we can already make a draw, so it won't be so good for me because I'm completely winning. This, and if you're taking with the rook, for example, I have check this, and rook g3, and actually this is mate. Yes, this, and for example rook f1 check. You have to give the bishop back, and this is mate. So okay, it is pretty easy. But okay, he took back with the bishop takes, rook takes, and right now queen h8. This is actually completely forced. After king f7, I have this move. If you go there, I just have queen takes g7, this, and this is mate. And if you go there, just rook d1 and completely winning. Ah, no, I have to stay concentrated. Rook d3, because if I'm winning the queen like this, I'm just getting mated. So I have to play rook d3 check, this, and now winning. And this is not made because of the rook that is controlling the f1 square. So okay, it is pretty important. If you're new to the channel, just subscribe to the channel. It will be pretty cool for me. And if you want to have a chess coach, just because I'm also a chess coach, so if you're interested, just write in the comment section. You can actually add me on lichess, gghjk, if you want. But okay, here after knight g5 he played king g6, and here there is a pretty cool mate, which I missed because I was pretty tired. I played queen h8. Actually, it was a misclick because I want to play this, and I thought this is already a mate because I'm winning everything. But it is not. I played this as misclick, he took, and I was like, oh no, I'm losing. But wait, no, I'm not losing, I'm winning the queen. Queen h5, this, not check and losing, but rook f1, this, rook e1 I played, and you still have no square, because if you're going there, this is a mate. But okay, I played queen e2, this, rook d3, this, and this is completely winning. Rook f1, and this is winning. But okay, in every case, Yeah, in every case, in the last seconds, I just had to play very quickly moves, but okay. It is still completely winning. Subscribe. Thank you very much, Paramoon7p. You're the best one. Okay, it is pretty cool. In every case, if you want to have more free chess lessons, just go check out my channel, because my channel is full of chess lessons. I will just show you pretty quickly, then I will go further. Then I'm going to show you one more game, and then it is okay. I will just show you the game, actually my channel, because my channel is full of chess lectures. So there are some shorts and even many uploads about how to attack, how to defend, how to play strategically perfect moves, and so on. Some analysis about opening, some games, some opening trap, the differences between me, a FIDE master, and a grandmaster. Even some live stream in which I played against 21 rated players. And just thank you very much for the 171 subscribers. It is pretty awesome. Thank you very much, guys. You're the best people in the world. In every case, one more game, then I'm going to a small break. In every case, let's go check out my profile. I remember that I played many chess games that are pretty interesting. It is the game or not. I want to show you a game I played against a master, but I have to find a game. Let me 2 seconds. No, wait. No, I lost this game quite stupidly. Oh, wait, I remember. Here I have a game. 2 seconds. Here I remember that I have a game somewhere. Have I the game or have I not the game? Is this the game? I already analyzed this game. Okay, wait, I have to find another game that I played already. And playing a new game will be a bit too long. Is this a good game? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is the game I just wanted to show you before. So this game is a bit less perfect, but it's still a good game. So actually you will learn something. It's not something just stupid for me and for you. So okay, let's just start. Oh, I was completely winning. Okay, so it's actually a perfect game. I only made 2 mistakes, 0 blunder, 2 inaccuracies. So okay, I played knight f3, like always, c4, cd, knight c3, c5, and e4. The idea of e4 is just to play bishop takes e4 and then having quite a good interesting position. And if you are playing this position with the black pieces, never take on d4, and never take on c4, because c4 is just giving me so much counterplay. Like I already have 2 pieces that are developed and you still have no pieces that are developed. And you just traded a central pawn for a side pawn. e4, knight c6, takes on c4, e6. Right now my plan is that I want to play d4, because if I am able to play d4, then I would just have such a good position that, yeah. Knight f6, e5. The reason why I'm playing e5 is because it is more aggressive and I want to open up the center, because I already castled and my pieces are much more developed. Knight d7, and here I played rook e1. Actually d4 was already better, but after takes and knight takes, for example, then I should have played the move bishop takes e6. After pawn takes I have this. You have to go on a5, this is your only square, but after knight b5 you can't prevent me from going there, and if you're taking the knight there's still a fork. So it is completely winning. Next time I will see the move and actually win the game. What to play after knight f3 if he plays e5? Knight f3, e5, then you're just taking the pawn. You mean in this position? Yeah, after knight f3, if he plays e5, just take. And after knight f6, for example, now after knight c6, you just have to take, and d3, e4, because after bishop x6, for example, you play e4, bishop this, bishop d6, you just develop all your pieces. Knight f6, bishop d3, bishop d7, for example, and this, and you're just developing every single piece. Because guys, you have to keep it in mind, and I already told this in my lectures on YouTube about how to play chess games like FIDE Master. Even masters, national masters or FIDE masters and so on, they do not know the theory as much as you think they are. They are only playing moves that are just logical. They know some games in order to replay the games during their own games. But for example, when I was rated 2700, between 16 and 1700 Fide, I was like, yeah, I have to know the theory in order to win against masters. But it is not true because I just don't know the theory at all. But you see, just develop your pieces and it will be good. And even if you're afraid, after e5 you can just take, and after knight c6, for example, then, oh yeah, my internet is bad. Yeah, but even for, sorry, my internet is bad. And even after knight e5, if you're afraid, just go back, then play d4, c4, and develop your pieces. But okay, in my game, I just played this position, and here I played d4. And after cd, I played knight b5. The idea of knight b5 is that I want to attack the black squares and control every square. Queen b6, and now I played a move that is pretty incredible. I played b takes, knight b takes d4. It is a mistake. The best move is rook e4, and I saw the move, but I was so afraid to play the move because I was like, what is this? I just didn't analyze it at all. I was just like, no, it is not good. It is impossible that it is a good move. But okay, I played still a good move. I played knight b, queen takes, and bishop c5. And after bishop c5, I was like, yeah, it is a good position because I'm still developed. And after the move queen h4 that is forced in order to protect the f2 square, he castles. But I was like, what are you doing? I'm just going to mate you. g6, bishop there, rook f8, and rook d1. Right now I just want to put the rooks in the center of the board in order to attack. Taking there, I played bishop b1 in order to let the square free. Bishop e7, bishop g5, bishop h6, b6, and here I traded and played bishop e4. After rook f6, actually there was a move that was completely winning directly. It was queen f6 in order to play knight g5, but I started with knight g5 with the idea of probably sacrificing and mating. And here, for example, I already messed this, and knight e4 in order to go on f6 and mating directly. But okay, I still played a completely winning move. And the reason why this move is completely winning is that the black squares around the black king are very weak. And it is not, even though I don't have my black square bishop, the black king is still weak. And I still have a knight that can go on black squares. And even though he has a knight that is defending, in theory, the black squares, the knight is only defending the light squares right now. And even though he's on black squares, he's just defending the light squares, so it is not good. I played queen f4 with the idea of mating. Rook e7, I traded, and here I played knight e4 in order to play knight f6. Queen b4 is actually a blunder that is losing, but the best move was actually king g7, and after queen f6 check, rook g8, and probably queen f4 in order to come back, the position is completely fine. This and knight f6. I would just mate you. This, or h4, h5 in order to trade and putting the rooks on your king. And this is completely winning. And this is a long-term win. And this is the kind of attack that opponents cannot defend at all. If you have any more questions, just go in the comment section. I already told this 2 or 3 times, but don't forget to check out all my other free chess lessons on my channel. But okay, in every case, in this move, he played queen b4, and he already lost the game because I'm just winning the queen. Yeah, so it happens, but this is the game. And don't forget that even though you're winning a chess game like I did right now, it does actually mean with the blunder of your opponent. Keep in mind, guys, that if your opponent is not doing any mistakes, you're not going to win the game. So here I just convert my winning game by trading a pair of rooks and then just by mating my opponent. It was pretty straightforward and pretty good. Here he resigned because after this move or this move, this is mate. And after this is just mate. So okay, it was pretty quick, pretty clean, pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this small lecture. If you want to see the whole lecture again, just wait till the end of the stream that you're going to look at the whole lecture again. I just posted a whole attacking guide in order to teach you how to attack in chess in every kind of position, in strategical position, or even in very brutal and aggressive positions. So okay, if you're interested, go check out the next upload, subscribe to the channel, it would be pretty cool, and I already thank you very much for this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Did you like this or not? Do you want more masterclasses or not? For me, it is pretty important to know it. So if you can answer me, it will be pretty cool. Yeah, I see that you are just enjoying this. In every case, thank you very much for watching at the stream. I will just end the stream right now. If you have any more questions, just add me on lichess, gghjk, or write in the comment section.